How long will it take you to complete this task? I'm pretty sure all of us ask this question in our projects. And I think we do appreciate how difficult it is to provide an answer for the people that have to reply to our question. In this video, I'm going to provide you some hints that will help you to do a proper estimate of the effort required for the tasks that are in your project. Let's start with the easy one, the effort required. In that case, just note down the effort and check if a similar activity was done in the past. In that case, check the effort that was provided at that stage. And if there is a discrepancy, discuss with the team and ensure that the effort that they provided you is at the best of their knowledge. But also don't underestimate the power of the contingency. Always ensure you have enough contingency in the project so that you can cope with possible challenges that may arise in the future. Another way to estimate the effort is to use some techniques. The one that I use the most is basically calling the team so that we all together think on the possible challenges that we can face for that activity, the lesson learned, and the possible risks. And then we come up with an estimate for the effort. It's also very important that during this estimation, you consider the allocation of the resources and their seniority. Another option is to use an old estimate that you have already used for a similar activity. However, there is a caveat, because you need to ensure that the resource that is going to perform the activity has the same seniority as the resource that did the activity in the past. And also you need to check that the risks that you have today are similar to the risks that you had in the past. Otherwise, the estimation is going to be different. And also for this estimate, I strongly suggest you to check with the team if the estimate is making sense, and also perform a good risk management to ensure in case of a challenge will arise, you're able to handle that and mitigate it. Another way that can help you to assess the effort is to divide the tasks in subtasks. In this way, it can be easier to estimate the effort required for each of the subtasks. The things that I told you so far in this video are still applicable, so perform a good risk assessment, ensure the risks are mitigated, ensure you have the right seniority within the people that you assign to the task, and also consider the best, the medium, and the worst scenario whenever you are estimating the task, even if you divide it in chunks. Now guys, the last technique, which I think is the most common among us. Nobody has a clue on how long it's going to take. Then what to do? In those cases, I estimate the effort required according to my experience in the project, in the previous project, and my gut feeling. With that effort in the project plan, I see if it is making sense across all the other activities I've already estimated. Then I double check, triple check the contingency, if I think the contingency is enough. Then I discuss with the team if they think is also this estimation is making sense, even if they don't have a clue on how long it's going to take specifically that activity. Then in the next status report, I'm going to communicate to the whole team that potentially we are going to have risks because we never been in that situation, so we did an estimation. And then I also closely follow up with the resource or the resources that are managing the activity. So for example, if the activity is 3 weeks long, I check every week or I check twice a week. So basically I monitor closely the activity. In this way, I can cope with possible differences. So in summary, what I suggest you to do is estimate according to your gut feeling. Communicate to the team that some estimation has been done with some risk mitigation, and then stay close to the resource that is managing the task, so that in case of changes, you can reflect those changes in the project plan and communicate them during the status meetings. As a conclusion, guys, I like to leave you with a controversial message. In my opinion, it's not possible to fully estimate the effort required for an activity because you cannot control the risks. So what you need to do is to manage what is in your control. So the risk mitigation. So whenever you're estimating an activity, perform the risk assessment. ensure you have the right resources, you have the right seniority. The person that is going to perform the activity has the right tools. And also, the most important is the communication. Communicate, communicate, communicate. I have to repeat it many times. Guys, communicate to the team that you are not fully sure on the duration of that activity. Communicate to the team that if that activity gets delayed, potentially other activities will be impacted. Communicate to the sponsor that you're going to tell them a bit later in the future the real required time, because this is just an estimation. You need the team to progress a little bit in that activity to confirm or to provide the new effort.